We're back on the record with the Attorney General this morning.
Let's talk about a controversy at the State House we've heard a lot about. Auditor Diana DiZoglio is looking for your help in her push to audit the legislature. Now, at the St. Patrick's breakfast last weekend, you see the sign there. She held up a sign with 72% written on it. That's a percentage of voters who supported question 1 in the November election. She, at the time, said your office was looking for more information from her. This was the information that she had. Now, she's looking for your support in forcing the legislature to comply. Why haven't you stepped in?
So we are involved in that we're having a conversation with the auditor about the enforcement of that law. I absolutely support all of those voters that voted in favor of this question. But we cannot go into court saying 72% voted in favor of it and just look cute, and we look good going into court. The judge and any judge assigned to a case wants to hear what's your legal argument and why should we give you some type of relief and why should we allow you to audit the legislature. And we've asked the auditor to give us that information. We represent almost every state agency.
Is she not giving you that information?
We represent almost every state agency in the Commonwealth. Anytime we go to court, we ask them for information. The auditor, she's saying publicly she's giving us that information. She has not. And so I'm going to correct the record. We're happy to go into court where necessary, but we cannot go into court until she provides us the legal strategy, the information we need to create a case to then go into court.
I have to ask, because we talk about a constitutional crisis at the national level, the possibility of that when administrations don't follow the law, for instance, and you have, state lawmakers, it appears, not following the law that voters voted into law last November. What do you say about that?
They want to, and I think what we made clear, and I made clear before the ballot question, is there are certain constitutional limitations to auditing the legislature, 2 branches of government, certain things she will not be able to do constitutionally, and made that crystal clear in my letter prior to the ballot question. And the ballot question, and this is just stupid by government from the past, we don't get to assess what's constitutional or not. So people are actually voting on a ballot question, and it could be actually unconstitutional in some of its implementation. But we don't assess that when approving the ballot question. So clearly, we got to change that, or someone does. So we have a question, and the question is, yes, you can audit the legislature, but what are the limitations? And there are constitutional limitations. So I need the auditor to tell me and my team what's the legal strategy, what's the legal basis, what's the scope of her audit, and then we bring that to court. But until we have that, we go into court, we will be laughed out of court. And this idea that we're not standing for voters or for the people, we absolutely are standing for voters and for the people, not just on this question, also against a president that is trying to take away their funding, possibly through their actions increasing their utility bills, addressing affordability. Everything we do is for the people, by the people, because we're accountable to the people.
And so to that, let's take this final question to you've made it clear that towns, for example, like Milton, that have voted against the MBTA Communities Act will face funding cuts if they do not comply. The law changes zoning regulation to allow for multifamily units along MBTA lines, and we've recently heard from Republican lawmakers who want to negotiate on this. Is negotiation possible?
Not when addressing the housing crisis that we're dealing with right now. We have a housing crisis, and right now in Massachusetts, it's close to $1 million for a family to buy a home. That is ridiculous and unacceptable. And so the MBTA Communities Law is just one tool, if we get it right, that we can use to create more housing that is accessible to our public workers, our public employees, our firefighters, law enforcement, you name it, our elders. And what we're seeing is we had a huge victory in the court. Milton, we sued Milton, we won that, and we had gotten over that, and communities, over 100 communities coming into compliance.
Effectively unenforceable, even though it's there?
No, the court said it's enforceable. What we're now up against is, because of the legal misinformation about it being an unfunded mandate, which is wrong.
The auditor said that.
That's wrong. It's wrong on the law, and it also is now getting in the way of enforcement. So now we have municipalities suing the state. And instead of using taxpayer dollars to build more housing for our people, we now have to use taxpayer dollars to defend the state against some misinformation on the unfunded mandate. Misinformation. So we have to now go into court, and I'm confident we'll be successful, but it then delays us in responding to this housing crisis.
Isn't there something to be said for local control here, though?
Absolutely. And what we're doing through our office, we have a municipal law unit, I have a new housing affordability unit. We work with municipalities every day, town meeting, all the meetings, to ensure we're offering technical assistance, grants from, of course, the administration to help folks come online. It's not a one-size-fits-all. We get that. Towns are working hard, and actually I would say the majority of towns are getting this right. They have done the work. Kudos to them in bringing us into compliance. We just have to work with a few of the outliers to do the same.
Attorney General Andrea Campbell, we appreciate you
having
sitting in
me.
the chair this morning. It's great
Thank
to
you.
have you on the record. As we continue on this Sunday roundtable this morning, Mayor Wu turns her State of the City address into a re-election rally. Did she hit the right notes at the MGM Music Hall? We'll talk about that next.